Hi, I'm Phoenix Holloway, and today I would like to present how to properly use reminders on iOS. So let's get into the presentation. First off, for those who don't know what iOS is the processing system that all Apple devices run on. So Apple iPhones, iPads, Macs, all that. They will all come with reminders on the device by default. So here's a quick overview of what I will be talking about today. First, we're going to look at the problem that I have, right? The problem coming from the research we did when we were recording our productivity. We have the solution, so the solution for said problem, and then the app choice, which I chose after finding a solution for the said problem. So yeah, it all just slides right along. Let's get right into it. So the main problem. If you guys remember, during the productivity assignment, we had to record our everyday tasks, schoolwork, eating, sleeping, literally everything that we did from day to day. The problem, and after looking at all my data, I realized that my problem was I would forget about tasks that I had to do, and also my sleep schedule was but just horrible. But it's all good. So, oh wait, before I go to my solution, given my problem, I'm like, okay, how do I solve this problem? How do I get on top of my tasks? Boom, reminders. What is reminders? This is reminders. Oopsie, sorry. The app Reminders is a productivity app that allows the user to create a checklist of tasks, and the app's main function is reminding the user of the task before they are due. Although this app is on all iPhones by default, many iPhone users either don't use the app or don't use it to its full potential. And you're like, Phoenix, how do you know people don't use it or don't use it to its full potential? Because I went out and asked people. I asked friends, I asked classmates, I asked random strangers if they use the app. Many said they didn't, and the ones that did, I asked them how to use the app. I wanted them to show me, and the things they showed me weren't of the weren't high up amongst all the full potentials of the app. So let me show you. First of all, we have the basic uses of the app, and before we get into that, everyone knows. Since this app is a default app, it has to be user friendly. It's a very easy interface for allows for everyone to navigate the app easily. So the main functions include setting reminders, setting a due date, and creating task categories. Let's go straight into this video real quick. All right, back to the video and play.
The Reminders app has so many
Sorry, my
basic
volume's down.
functions. For instance, I can set a reminder. I'll say, do my work. And then I could also set it to a certain category that I've created. I have 3 categories that I've created, such as school, gym, and personal. So I'll put my do work in the school category. You can also create new categories by going to the create list function. They're called lists, but I like to call them categories because in my mind that's just easier to an easier way to differentiate my certain tasks. You could also create a due date. For instance, if I go back to this, I can set a due date for, let's say, the end of the week, and I could also set a time it's due.
All right, back to the slideshow. Now, here are some additional features. Apart from the obvious main features that I mentioned in the last slide and in the video, these are additional features that I found through various research and actually using the app for myself. So first up, we have location setting.
Back in the Reminders app, you're able to set locations for your tasks. So you could say, complete assignment when I get home. When I leave home, refill water bottle. You could even connect it to your car. So, here, let me show you, right? So I could do
Sorry, I accidentally paused the video.
reminder and set it to do work when I get home, right? And say you could either do a custom location, right? Current location, or whatnot, any location in the world, or you could pair it to your car, so getting in the car or getting out of the car. Meaning, if you want, when you get out the car, once your car disconnects from the Bluetooth settings in the car, you'll get the notification to do your work. Getting in the car, you could set a task being like readjust your mirrors when you get in the car, and then boom, you'll get the notification. For this, I want to put get water when I leave my dorm. I leave my dorm. For the location, we're gonna put it as my actual dorm. This is the radius, so once I leave said radius, that's when I will get the notification. Whereas if I was in the car, once I disconnect from the car's Bluetooth connection, I'll get the notification instantly. But for actual locations, you're gonna have to use a radius, and once you get within or out of said radius, leaving or arriving, so once you're within or leaving said area, you would get a notification. So boom. Now we're gonna go test and see if leaving notification so much. But I'm obviously gonna cut me walking so the notification popping up. But before that, I have to go back here to the location settings and actually change it to leaving and not arriving. I almost didn't catch that. Anyways, let's go. I'm now outside, and unfortunately, the video stopped because I closed my phone.
Okay, he's just gonna say I closed my phone. The notification still showed up at the top of the screen where you could see my mouse at. Get water when I leave the dorm. Left location, blah 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 blah. All right, back to the video. We got subtasks.
Creating reminders also allows you to create subtasks underneath each task that you create. So, let's say I create a task saying do science project. Oops. Alright, so, sorry, do science project. There you go. If you go back, scroll down, you can select subtasks. Add reminder. Let's see, create thesis. There you go. And now you have one subtask underneath it. So when it shows up, do something.
Sorry, not sure why it's loading right now. See if I can go back. Oh, there we go.
You could also just skip the mini task that you created and just click the main big one when you're fully finished. But either way, that's a cool function that you can use.
So I think that's also a really good function, and it's one that I use for bigger projects. Sorry, let me go back. Now the sharing function.
In the Reminders app, there is a sharing function. So if you have a certain list or a category, for instance, I create a new category or list which is actually what it's called on the app, called School Project. So if you have a school project containing multiple group members, you can create a list on your phone and then actually share it to the people on your list through many ways. You can send it via messages, email, Instagram, anything, honestly. And it's a great way for your team members to stay connected and let each other know when a task has been completed. And then when you share it with another person, they can then share it with another person as well. So, yeah.
So that's the sharing function. I use it not often because I don't really like team projects anyways. So now onto the downloadable PDF.
Back in the Reminders app, you can also create downloadable PDFs of your tasks. So let's click New Reminder. Say, clean room. And we'll set that to today. Add. And we'll make another one. Do chores. We'll also set that to today. So if you wanted to create a PDF of your tasks, and this could be for any tasks, scheduled tasks or tasks for the day, you can just go to the section, click the three dots at the top screen, click on print, then click the share icon, which is the box with the arrow pointing up, go down, save to files, and save. Easy as that.
Alright. I've used that function at least 0 times, actually. But this next one, the reusable template, location setting, subtasks, and priority are the ones I have used, and I use a lot. So reusable template, this one's very interesting, so pay attention.
Okay, we are back in the Reminders app, and now I'm going to show you how to create a reusable template. So let's create a new list called Leaving My House. Purple, and then let's make it more personalized. We're gonna do like a walking emoji. Actually, this is another cool feature. If you create a list, it'll show up amongst the things on the top of your page. Okay, so now let's create a couple tasks for leaving my house. Let's say keys, water, charger, wallet, bag, right? And now, if we press the three dots at the top of the screen, we are able to save this as a template. So let's do that. Save, and boom. Now, say I have that all done, completed. Add list, templates, and I have this. Create. Now we have it done. So whenever I just want to, instead of creating a whole new set of tasks, I could just go there to the templates that I already have saved and then plop it in, and then boom.
So this is a task I've used multiple times. Not a task, a function I've used multiple times. And then lastly, priority. This one's very short and simple, so.
We're back in the Reminders app, and now I'm going to show you how to create a reusable template.
Oh wait,
Let's create.
I just did that one.
Okay, we're back in the Reminders app, and now I'm going to show you how to create a reusable.
Why is it linking both of those ones together? Oh well. And then lastly, the widgets. So your widgets are on your phone, and basically it's just an easy way for you to be able to see your task at any given point of the day. So it personally just helps me better. And that's it. Thank you.